So I've been really enjoying putting together these team builds where I have a 26-man roster in baseball, or maybe I do it for basketball or something like that, and kind of put a theme to the team. So this one I just kind of came up with kind of legit. Like I got home from 2 o'clock earlier after going out for lunch, and I had this done in like 15 minutes. I'm like, oh my god, this is so simple. So like the shortest one I did was 15 minutes, and then the longest team build I did was 7 hours, two completely different lengths of time. So for this one, I'm like, there's 26 men on a baseball roster, 26 letters in the alphabet. Can I have one player per each letter of the alphabet and fill out an entire roster where the positions and stuff make sense? So how I went about it, I tried to use all current players. I could totally do this again, but use like all-time players because like the off season gets born like February, March. There's nothing to talk about, so maybe I'll do this again. But I had to use a couple of retired players because I wanted to use all current players, but there wasn't room. So how I went about it was I started with the hardest letters at the end of the alphabet, like your Y, your U, your W's. Try to figure those letters out, and then fill out the roster around those. So here's my team with the alphabet team. Let's just call it that. So catcher, we have Adley Rutschman representing A. Vinny Pasquantino from the Royals is B at first. No, it's V at at first base. Second base, Ozzie Albies from the Braves. Shortstop, Xander Bogart, the only player I could start with the letter X. So this is based off of first name, by the way. Third base, Isaac Paredes of the Rays. Left field, we had Quentin McCracken. Okay, so he's one of the two retired players because I could not find any current player to start with the letter Q. So one, he's in here because the last name McCracken. That's just great. I love it. It's so funny. But also, he was the first center fielder for the Rays in 1998 when like their team started. So that's interesting. You know, Mike Trout in center, he had to be there. Fernando Tatis Jr. in right. Designated hitter Shohei Ohtani. For our pitching staff, we have Zach Weaver for Z. Our second retired pitcher, Ubaldo Jimenez, is here. The other retired player, we have Nathan Eovaldi, Kenta Maeda, and Chris Bassett. In the bullpen, we have Yainer Cano, David Robertson, Edwin Diaz, Ryan Presley. Okay, we have Giovanni Moran. Now, he's on the Twins, but there are two people whose names start with the letter J on the Twins, either Giovanni Moran or Johan Duran. Now, I was trying to find the one that had that, like, 104 splinter, or whatever that pitch is called, sweeper, slider kind of thing. So I don't know if it's Giovanni Moran or Johan Duran, but one of those two. We got Gregory Soto here and Hunter Harvey, along with Tanner Banks, just needed letters of the alphabet. And on our bench, we have Byron Buxton, Pete Alonso, Lane Thomas, and Will Smith is our backup catcher. So I kind of liked it because there's 1,001 different ways that you could put this team together with giving people different letters. So I might do this again, but this was just kind of a fun idea I thought of.